Hey, I'm James Silva. I'm one half of the development team at Devoured Studios, and we created Salt and Sacrifice.
And I'm Shane Lynch. I'm the other half of the development team.
And we're here to just watch what sort of shenanigans happen. The last time I did this, it was just me watching the one for Salt and Sanctuary, and that was a mess. I don't know I don't know how to phrase it otherwise. It was a magnificent mess. I haven't seen any speedruns for Salt and Sacrifice yet at all, I don't think. Shane, have you?
I saw someone sent me a bug people were using, but I didn't watch the full speed run. So I know of at least one bug that may or may not be used now. But yeah, I haven't seen a full speed run.
Okay, yeah. Boy, I know the Sanctuary one, and yeah, this is probably. I wonder, is this all bosses? Do we know that? Oh no, 80%.
Well,
Okay, yeah. Oh, look at that. Okay, that's a nice way to get around. That won't be distracting. Oh god.
well, right off the bat, that's fun.
Oh jeez.
Oh, is he gonna do it during the fight too?
Whoa, what's going on? Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Wow. Okay, I'm all yeah.
Oh, so it's interesting. Do you see what he's doing? It's like the hit is hitting multiple times because
Yeah.
of the animation cancel out. Now I wonder what build this is because this might be fixed.
I think it is. I think we fixed this one. Yeah. But yeah, you can, and I think we got feedback on the Discord that was like, you shouldn't have done this.
Oh, we shouldn't have fixed it.
Yeah, something to that effect. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of how I feel. I'm like, I don't mind the bugs when they're not impacting multiplayer, but
Yeah.
this kind of bug, I think they were using to deal extra damage in multiplayer. So that's why I had to get it fixed.
And they took one hit already, but this is going to be their speedrun record. Interesting that they're going for the to beat this boss. I thought they would just
Yeah. I thought they were gonna skip the intro, but they went for it. I wonder if that's part of the strat, getting the extra salt, maybe.
Okay, yeah, and there's like a dupe coming up at 6 minutes, so that's
are we seeing?
yeah, look on the
here?
right. There's all the splits. Yeah.
No,
so,
I don't want to. Oh yeah, I don't want to see these spoilers.
You don't
I
want to. You don't want to be spoiled. Oh man. Yeah.
I want to know about stab.
yeah. There's upgrade and stab. We're at Warden. We're gonna get to dupe. Then I can figure out what most of these mean, but yeah, stab is a mystery. Oh, it's really crazy. So just a lot of stun interruption because the mace is gonna do extra stagger damage.
That must be why they went with the cleric to get that mace early on.
Yeah. It's funny that swipe attack. I think I kind of wanted it to reach a player who's right behind, but that just seemed just really mean. I have the volume turned way down, but I can still hear like the rapid tapping of
Yeah, me
keys.
too. It's cool. You can kind of see the button presses here too in the bottom right.
Yeah.
I'm learning. I'm taking notes so that when I need to play test, I'll be this good.
Okay. Yeah, and then let's see, what are they doing? And then there's the geez, that you could not. I don't think you could really beat him for so much of development. Well, you could beat him, but nothing really would happen. It would
you
sort
would
of
soft
fade out.
block.
Yeah. And then I wanted to add here's that's so funny. So I think so much of the strat we obliterated with that one, because we did a patch where you had to be in like an idle animation.
Yeah, I didn't catch the version number early on the stream, but I'm curious if we did fix that one or not. Maybe not. Maybe that one still exists.
Okay, here's one. Did we fix this one? So right now they're basically doing something.
Oh, they're duplicating.
Yeah, they're doing something with the chest to be able to just forever
they're
items.
Yeah, what's going on here? So the button press. I'm looking at this now. So like, they're using it and then quickly moving it so that way it goes into their chest before it's consumed.
I don't know. This one never. I've never heard of this one. Maybe at some point speedrunners were like, we have to stop telling the developers about these things because they just fixed them. with Salt and Sanctuary, it was pretty much I went through and kind of fixed the really serious bugs, and I didn't really follow speedrunning. And then when I got to see the speedrun, that was 6 years after launch, so it was kind of like, hey, what's out there is out there, and I knew a lot of people liked the liked the hyper jump, the super jump, but so I was like, yeah, I'll just kind of leave it in. Yeah, yeah, this is. I'm not really trying to figure out how this is working, but I bet it's not a. I bet it's not.
I think it's a timing of using it and then placing it in storage, so that way it's not getting consumed. I'm sure the code's like at the point it goes to consume it, looks at the item count and it sees now it's 0 at the index you consumed, and then it's like, okay, well, don't consume it, but it still gives you the XP.
Then you go level up to 74. Go all out on stamina. Our throwing dagger is going to be the way to do it.
It looks like it. All the way down the tree.
Yeah. All throwing daggers all day. What? How many? Okay, they've got 22 left.
Strength and
hammers and daggers. Oh, interesting. Throwable items. Okay. You know, I didn't.
Was it all throwable?
A lot went to throwable, 1 hammer, and then a bunch to throwing daggers. All right, we'll see what. So yeah, they just lost like a half second there because they went to the, or maybe they didn't. Maybe that's
part of the strat.
Yeah, right. Who knows? Maybe it set something, and then you zip around.
Oh, you know how I could tell this was an earlier version is because when they were running around town, it consumed stamina, and now we don't consume stamina anymore.
Oh yeah. We changed that. Yeah,
Still, I'm sure most of these bugs are probably not fixed yet.
Oh man. Yeah. The dupe one. That's got me wondering.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we didn't try to fix any duplication stuff. I know there was an early dupe in the beta that we fixed. But this is definitely not beta. This is full release.
Oh, so this is after we nerfed enemy juggling, because you see that move should have juggled him if it was the 1.0 or 1.
No, he probably canceled out of it or something weird.
No, he was in midair. I think he should have gotten hit.
He has a full second of juggling though before it kicks in, right?
Look at that. Interesting. Okay.
Oh, weird. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
because he canceled out of his animation, but the NPC's animation kept going, so it did the weird. That was kind of neat, though. It was like he was controlling with his mind, and he potentially dies.
yeah. To move faster to the start, and then you can. Are they gonna?
I guess he doesn't care about salt, right? Because he's already fully leveled up.
Yeah. He's already done that part. Yeah, no, the little animation for when you equip, and it's like a shrug, and that's what they're doing is they're interrupting out of a roll into that little shrug animation.
Yeah. I think our fix for that, right? We said like if you're not doing one of 3 idle animations, then don't do the shrug or whatever. Don't do the equip animation.
Right. All right, so they're going for the hammer. Oh, because this hammer, if they can cancel out of this, that's going to be pretty huge.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah, although they're not getting the 2 hits. Whoa. Oh.
Well, I think maybe because he got hit by one of the little guys.
Screwed by RNG. I was wondering about that because this game's going to have a lot more sort of RNG than Sanctuary.
No, I don't know if he's getting 2 hits or not, but the reduction in animation time is still.
Yeah,
it's 2 right there. Oh wow.
Oh yeah. So I think what's happening there. So when you swing the hammer, it creates a particle type, and that particle's job is to create an arc of smaller particles. And each one of those smaller particles is checking for a hit. And whenever you're so each one of those small, like all of those smaller particles can't hit. Like once one of those hit, it says okay, stop checking for hits on these individual particles. And when you change animations, it resets that counter. So one will hit, and then you change
you get the 1 hit,
and then you get a fresh new. Yeah. It resets the arc. So that's why he's getting 2. Yeah.
And that's also why they're only getting 2 at the same time, because they have to. If they could learn how to chain it to yet another animation, then maybe it would.
Yeah. So that's all. That's fixed in the current version. So this is this represents a special snapshot in time.
Yeah, but I imagine a lot of speedrunners operate that way, right? They pick the version people are playing on, and then they kind of play on that for a while.
Okay, I wonder why he needs that guy. But yeah, I wonder. So that was probably a
Well, he
disappointment.
probably wants that guy for ammo.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, and then firebombs. Oh gee, yeah. Oh man.
All right, game's too easy. We got to make it way harder.
Yeah, I mean, just based on feedback, I was thinking about going through and just increasing the way their health pools scale because it's well, it depends. I mean, people have different experiences. Some people say it's just way too hard, and then you get the hang of it, and then it becomes way too easy.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting because like when we ran the beta, the pyromancer was the big blocker, right? People would hit that like a wall, and either you could figure out that fight and do it, or you would just die to it. So we did the changes for that and made it easier. I do feel like we went a little bit too far the other way, maybe, and I worry if like, are you prepared for the later fights because the earlier fights are a little bit too easy now or not, or I don't know. But at the same time, it's nice for someone to get that first victory on a mage.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm glad that the doors still work even though you cancel out of the animation.
I know, right? There are a lot of things where, yeah, I'm glad they still work. and like, midway through development, I feel like if you tried to do that, the game would just crash.
Yeah, maybe not. So a lot of the stuff when I was doing networking, because you had a lot of things like you watch the remote guy opening the door, but then maybe you lagged or you had a spike or something like that, and then suddenly his animation changes. So I did a lot of work to make sure none of that stuff would explode if the person wasn't still proceeding with that animation. So that way the door would fully open. I think there's one point when like, if the latency happened at the wrong time, doors would improperly open or chests would improperly open and not open all the way. So I kind of fixed a lot of that, which may be allowed for some of these strats.
What is he doing? Oh, just like, oh, I have no idea. Just he bought a bunch of silver bags. Man, and okay, now they're going to Osiris.
What's interesting is I haven't seen the bug that I know about yet. So I'm wondering if it's no longer a valid strat, or did we accidentally fix it or something? No, because it's an earlier version.
Oh, which one was that?
We'll see. There's one, I definitely see one where people can fly.
We'll with throwing. Oh, they might. That might be why they did. Well, no, because they leveled up throwing daggers a bit. I'm still curious what they're gonna do with thrown weapons.
Oh, maybe they still will. And that's a funny one because when someone pointed it out to me, they're like, "You got to fix this immediately. This looks stupid." And I'm like, as long as people don't.
Here we go.
Hit a bow. Oh, here it is. Perfect timing.
Okay.
Yeah. So
4, 3,
he's
2,
still
1.
dropping slightly.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Nice.
Hey.
Nice.
Okay. A sequence skip. Sequence break, that's what they're called, right?
Yeah, because he skipped the boss.
Yeah. Okay. And... oh, jeez. I love it. So they don't even go for the grapple.
Like, with the maze just getting so much damage in one stage, if it's like navigating, like, is it gonna just go straight to the arena? No, it'll just keep going. It'll keep following the node, so it should not go straight to the arena. You still have to chase it around a bit.
Yeah. Oh, that's so fun. So they start opening the door, I cancel. Start picking up the bag, cancel. And then yeah. There was oh boy, at some point did we push a build and then quickly hot patch it where we reintroduce. Oh no.
Yeah, the being able to kill a mage before it reaches the arena, that one.
Yeah, it was basically a debug. Basically a thing we used for debug just to get through missions pretty quickly.
I don't know what happened, but the guy was pretty upset at whatever.
Yeah. I heard that.
Way to go, James.
Yeah.
Oh, that was kind of cool because he was able to do the grapple immediately. I don't know if that was a bug or just actually just good timing.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, these cancels. Oh, that so yeah. When we changed that, that really affected these speed runs because that's just the main way.
And it's a kind of thing like I wouldn't have minded that bug. I probably would even have like asked you to fix it if it was not impacting PvP.
Yeah. That's the big. Yeah, those dudes are the worst.
Yeah. Fight over. Yeah, I think someone was like, well, why don't you fix it for PvP and not for PvE? And I'm like, yeah, great. I don't want to run like two completely separate versions of the code that we have to maintain and try not to break.
You know, this one makes me nervous because I'm like, I hope that progress is, I mean, that's all. And that's a question I have, like, playing Elden Ring. It's like, if you die midway through the boss dying, at what point does it cut off progress, right?
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
So,
luckily, they don't drop anything you need to 100% progress.
Just the credit. Just
yeah,
the clout.
We did change it though, so now if you die after beating the boss, I believe the drops will stay, so you can go back and get them.
Oh yeah.
And what made me do that was if you were doing multiplayer, and say you died, and in that moment your second player, like say the Dawn Light came in and beat the boss, like just at that last second, like that was kind of like unfair for you because then you see all the drops, but you wouldn't get anything.
Mm. But then, so if they cancel out of that grab, I think they don't take the damage from it.
Can you cancel out of it?
Well, using the menu thing.
Oh,
so
you must
probably
be able to.
on the current build you cannot.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's another one too that sometimes gets messed up in multiplayer, where it's like if you might be getting grabbed by one of those guys, let's say you're the remote player, and then your machine might be like, actually I just moved into an ungrabbable animation, maybe an iframe or something, and you kind of pop out of it.
Yeah. Rock dinosaurs. Oh jeez. Oh, now he does the grapple. Okay. So I noticed with the Aeromancer, they staggered the Aeromancer, but didn't actually use the grapple. They just kept kind of whacking away with the hammer.
Well, is this the one where? Oh no, never mind. That was a different bug. We had a different bug where if someone's in the process of doing the grapple, then you did at 3x damage or something crazy, right? But that you can't do that with single player.
Yeah. How about that? Yeah. There was.
Oh, but maybe he could. God, could he have like started a grapple and then canceled out, and then is that a new strat I'm like revealing right now for people to use?
I feel like they would have found that if it was.
Yeah, maybe. I can't remember. Oh, it might work though. I don't know. Or no, I think if you cancel out the grapple, I think maybe the mage will drop it off his animation. Either way, it's fixed in the current build, so it shouldn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, so many moving parts, and then every time you try to fix one, you break 3 others.
It's always like the one thing you're like, okay, ooh. That's not nice.
And then there's the firebomb arcing through the air.
I'm surprised they haven't figured out a trick to like throw those faster. I thought someone did at some point. I thought I saw someone talk about being able to like quickly spam throws, but maybe that was beta.
Well, there was the one with if you were shooting, and there's one that's still in there where if you shoot crossbow bolts, or loose crossbow bolts, and you run out of stamina, you can do it faster than if you're not out of stamina.
Oh, that one's not fixed yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like that's a strategy, but you're also totally out of stamina, so you're super vulnerable.
Right. Yeah, this is one of those bosses where just like in making the boss, I would have a lot of trouble trying to beat the boss, which I always kind of took as a like a metric for, okay, is this proper difficulty? Is if I have trouble.
This boss I do okay with. It's the only problem is it's like if you do screw it up, you can kind of insta die.
Yeah.
I think there was a point though pretty early in when I was like no hitting a whole bunch of bosses before we added a lot more moves to it. These guys
yeah.
though, I hate those little hammer dudes. Those are the ones that get me like all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. At some point, yeah, there were a lot of bosses like very near the end of development. I was kind of going through and scrambling to add like heat up moves, and some of them are more diabolical than others. Huh. I think they did a grab that. And it's random, there's like a different grab animation for if you're coming at a ledge from the side versus the middle, and I think it did the side animation on that one. Oh, all right.
Oh, okay. So you can go up too. Oh,
Yeah.
Or do you get a little bit of like velocity toward
Get a little lift, yeah. But you know
interesting.
the design, the intention of the design is that you know that you descend faster than you hop up. So that was my bad.
Maybe it's no longer possible when it can't cancel out animations.
No, it should still be possible. So that sequence break should still be in there. Okay. Oh, and then you upgrade. Okay.
I wonder if he'll craft anything else, or he's just gonna kind of stick with this. There's so much damage in it already. I wonder if like the time to craft something new. Well, I'm sure there'll be a point when one of the higher tier weapons will just supersede this.
Yeah. We still didn't get to stab. I mean, that's probably
What is stab? I want to know what stab is.
Man, yeah. Look at these. Whoops. Oh. So see, the kind of the tragedy is they could be getting better times than this, but
well,
not with.
It does say best possible time was 38:50.
Okay. Oh,
so this is not current world record, but it's still very close.
Well, is it? I'm guessing maybe it's based on just the best they've gotten from each segment, but not at the same time. Maybe. Is that a thing?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. So yeah, because they break it down by segments.
Oh, that makes sense. So like in practice, they know they could get this time if they just did it right.
If they could nail all those segments perfectly.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, I've always wanted to learn how to do like a speed run, and like I'll watch people do some like retro game, and then like 5 minutes in me trying to reproduce any of their moves, I just gotta give up.
Oh yeah.
But even like watching, like I'm watching the button presses here, and I'm like, I couldn't imagine like having to do that for 40 minutes and like then being able to use my hands the rest of the day.
You probably build up certain different muscles or something.
Although, look, I bet how he's holding the controller.
Oh yeah.
I want to see his hands. Like
boy, yeah. I remember a long time ago seeing a video about development of Ninja Gaiden 2 for Xbox 360, and there was a tester that was they call it the claw, right? When you use your index finger and your middle finger on the face buttons. Yeah, that was the first time I ever saw that, and I was like, oh, that's an option. That's what we're doing.
I think I'd opt in for comfort over just being the best.
Over the claw.
Over the claw. Maybe it's comfortable for some people.
Comfort over the claw. That's a slogan used by many. And, oh, this always bugged me. I wish I fixed this before.
Ooh, nice.
Before launch, because yeah, the
Oh,
Venom
the plunge is
answer.
doing multiple? That
Oh
one.
yeah, the plunge. No, that one I don't
No, I
mind.
like that.
That one's cool. Yeah, no, but the one is this in this mission, the Venomancer's starting point is the same as the ending point for the Fungalmancer. So
So if he never
unless
moves.
yeah,
yeah.
unless something moves the Venomancer along, it always culminates in
That one doesn't bother me quite as much, although, it is annoying if it happens too often. I think the one that got me was the first area, the Venomancer, and that, the Green Knight that likes to jump in.
Oh, yeah.
Because, depending who he targets first, it either makes that fight super trivial or it makes it way harder because it attacks you.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. And that was part of the design for me anyway, was I liked introducing a strategy of get enemies to aggro each other. That's how you're gonna get through this. Oh geez, this is this is good. Yeah.
Oh, and she didn't even get any of the summons
no puppets, no nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, just move right on through. Good stuff. Oh, and look at that. Yeah, the stamina is completely depleted. Oh, and then they got the
More telekinesis happening.
yeah. But yeah, I noticed that playing the Quake remaster recently is that so much of that strategy was just blast your way, not even sprint your way through any sort of giant arena, and then you get them aggroing each other, and then that's
Oh yeah.
Otherwise you'll just run out of ammo too. So I like that strategy, and it definitely plays a role in Sacrifice. Okay.
Oh, I just noticed the lid just popped immediately all the way open when he did that. That's funny.
Yeah, huh. Oh, jeez. Yeah, the logic behind multiple character interactions, I've done it a lot of different ways in a lot of different games. I mean, not completely. And actually, this one is more different than previous games, I think. Let's see. Oh man. Where are they? Oh, this yeah. Yeah. Wait, isn't that what they wanted to come back here?
Kind of surprised we haven't seen any just clip through the geometry bugs or something weird like that, considering we do know of some where you can do that.
Yeah. Call that a win, right?
Yeah.
There was a bug where you could fall into a tile of staircase, so you'd kind of be inside the tile of staircase, and that one that was actually left, that one is probably still in Salt and Sanctuary. And actually the grabbing bugs that really let you skip through some stuff in Salt and Sanctuary, and it also led to some problems. That was part of redoing how grabbing was handled in Sacrifice.
Yeah, I do know someone claimed to have gotten stuck after a grab in this so far, but I have not seen a lot of people talking about it, so I don't think it's a constant problem.
Yeah. Let's. Oh, there was all the grapple. You could get stuck in some geometry after. Oh, are they using?
Okay, I saw the version. Also, it's 1.001, so this is the release version, the day one patch version.
Huh. But I swear there was a juggle that should have hit them, but didn't, and
maybe he was able to cancel out of it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah.
God, this version has so many bugs. I'm thinking back now to all the bugs that I know. I'm like, could I create a faster speedrun knowing what I know about what we fixed so far in this?
Yeah. Here and there I've thought about just sort of doing a bunch of tweeting about about the QA process.
RNG again.
Yeah, but just about how much work we put into QA, because it was a lot, and still a lot of bugs. I mean, like a ton of bugs came through. It's just so there's so many moving parts. And
it's funny because we'll be like, how did QA not find this? But the reality is they found so much, and we found so much, and it's just it's a huge process.
Yeah, one of our mantras during development was don't put the bugs in the first place, and then you never have to take them out. And it turns out that's easier said than done.
I love though, like a player will find a bug and they're like, did the devs even like test their game? And I'm like, you have no idea how much testing we have done on this. Just months and months and months of testing.
Yeah, all day. It was literally all day, every day for months.
Yeah, we ran a private alpha test. We did kind of like a pseudo public alpha test. We did a public beta test. We had a QA company running QA on top of us just playing it all the time. And like, even then there were some bugs that were just like, how did this get in?
Yeah, there was a really, really wild mystery that you figured out with a late game. So this is any percent. So yeah, but yeah, it was a late game NPC boss that would. Oh, interesting. Yeah, who needs to fight the sap blood heart?
Nice.
But yeah, this late. Oh, and so then you see the parts of the boss that are fun. But yeah, it was this late game boss where it would transition from like I'm an NPC into now I'm a boss, and that would transition into nothing, and I forget what it was, something with how it'll store characters, like it'll sort of keep them out of the game but keep them on
you had to be in a
time.
very, very specific state where you had some bosses but not other bosses that had been defeated, and then you need to have, I think, a certain number of mages still active. And however this would happen, it would like assign the arena to the wrong thing or something. So like when it went to spawn the creature, it had the wrong arena, so it didn't actually spawn it. And actually one of the streamers helped us find this, right? Because he reproduced and then he sent me his save file.
Yeah, that's what we.
Yeah, it was Fighting Cowboy.
Yeah. You have to have like a certain number done, and yeah.
Yeah, and it should be hard to hit, but like I guess enough people went down this very specific progression route, which would lead to it, because more and more people started hitting it, and I was so happy when we finally figured that out. Okay, what are you gonna do here? Just demolish both of them immediately with your hammer, probably.
Is this stab?
Oh, are we in stab already?
Yeah. Is the valorous?
It's coming up.
Yeah, maybe the valorous blade is just called stab. Yeah, we're we haven't announced it, but we've been working on some content to add, and we should I should just say nothing. I'll just say nothing. But I want to, we're still working on stuff.
Yeah. We did a bunch of patches already that weren't content, but we always, knew we would do some more content.
I feel like telling the speedrunner to cheer up. So much sighing.
I hope he's enjoying himself. I mean, like, sometimes when I play a really hard game, it sounds like I'm not enjoying myself, but then I really am.
Was that stab?
I don't know. That would have been about stab time.
I think
stab was less exciting. I thought it was going to be something like really cool.
It's the part where you get stabbed.
I wonder when this run was done, like if he's been sitting on this build for a long time or not. I think they do. I think people just kind of start an unpatched build and just practice it over and over.
Yeah. Is that easy to do? I guess if you just never go online, but if you miss the boat, right, and you
yeah, I mean, I'm sure people will find, they found a way. People always find a way. It's like, even if you can't, I'm sure people backed up like every version of the game.
I just noticed they have 151 throwing daggers. Yeah, I didn't notice when that.
Wait, hold on. I thought we fixed that at some point, because remember we had in the beta we had a duplication bug that Lemon found, and remember there was like infinite like fire pots or something. I thought that got fixed, so this is something different with the ammo. Oh man, we can't scrub backwards and find out, but I eventually want to go back and find out.
Yeah. Okay. Here they go. They're going somewhere. Wow.
I wonder if my scaling code now a multiplayer will fix this.
I just look at them go, sailing through the air. You know something exciting about the legacy going on here is that in Charlie Murder you could do this as Rex. So, I think it's just as Rex if you time the grab button pretty well in air. You'll just float, and you'll get higher and higher and higher, and you can fly that way. And every now and then I'll get a message that says, "Do you know that you can fly as Rex?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't, it's fine."
Well, it's fun because this is the bug that someone reached out to me, and they're like, people can fly with daggers. You need to fix this immediately. Like, it looks stupid, and I'm just like, I'm like, do we need to fix it immediately? I don't know. I mean, like, if someone doesn't accidentally do it and break their game, or if they're not using it to cheat in multiplayer to ruin someone else's game, like, it's fine. Maybe we should not have it there, but at the same time, it's like,
excruciating.
So was that just a button mispress, or was it like if you touch the wall you didn't grab it?
Oh no! Oh man, They should be just right there. I don't.
Yeah. I'm trying to understand what's going on here.
Is it they run out of stamina maybe?
Oh, that's exactly what happens.
Oh wow, yeah. So they have like barely enough stamina to pull this off, but yeah. Oof! Last shot. This has got to be it. Yay!
Got it.
Oh man.
Yeah, so that's definitely still in the game though, and it's like, I don't know. It's fine.
It's fine.
I'm not worried about it.
Man, I should have shaded the walls and floors differently. That's visually kind of confusing. So I'm wondering. I guess I'm curious about. Okay, like they've only got so many daggers left, and then afterwards they're out of luck.
Or they're going to go back and bug whatever they did previously and just get 1 million.
I think they're past all the sequence breaks though right now. So they're just, as long as they make it to the roof perfectly, then they're fine.
Yeah, well, it's coming up right here, so we're almost there.
In moments of pressure like these, if this was me, my hands would be just slick with sweat.
Right. I think you just have to do it so many times that it's no longer anxiety-inducing. But like for me, like I couldn't do it. I mean, maybe I could do it if I was playing not on a stream. And I don't. Are they streaming when they did this? I'm not sure. But like the people who do like the speedruns on stream, I don't know how they do that. I would have so much anxiety and so much stress.
Yeah, probably. It's just.
Oh, he got out of it though.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. And I think I fixed an issue where so the undone sacrifice this move, if you staggered him out of that move, the splinters would remain. They would still come
Oh
after you.
yeah,
And actually, I
yeah.
fixed that one in a more recent build because that was
Yeah, there was another animation too, right? Like the floor attack he does. It would be
yeah,
really
yeah.
weird if you stun him and you think you're fine, and then all of a sudden you get hit by one of them.
Wow. So yeah, two hits with the great hammer and oh man, oh and then
Game's too easy.
yeah, yeah. So they did switch. I mean, they leveled up thrown weapons pretty high, and I never got to see why, because the thrown weapons there's like the fungal pod, there's like the mechanomancer grenade, and I was
But
always
they didn't
wondering
really
like
use it for damage, so. And
no they
then
didn't.
which?
I don't think they used them at all.
Or is that what you're saying? Well, no. Oh, I mean the other throwing weapons. Oh, I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, the ammo based.
Maybe it was just for stats.
I guess so. Weird.
Because
Yeah.
throwing is strength, right?
I think so. It's
So they were doing
yeah.
strength for the hammer.
Yeah, but why throwing?
Well,
Okay. Yeah.
there you go. You know,
Really?
I felt like there was less tricks than I was expecting. There's still plenty of tricks, and it's pretty crazy. But the run felt kind of straightforward
Yeah.
to some degree.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man.
What did
That
you
was
think compared to? I didn't watch your full stream for the Sanctuary React. Did you feel like there were less bugs this time?
Yeah, that's encouraging. Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
improving.
it's a very short video, the other one. But yeah, we should sign this off.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching. I'm James Silva.
I'm
and-
Shane Lynch.
Yeah, Salt and Sacrifice. It is out now on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and PC on the Epic Game Store. So please check it out. And we might fix the bugs.
Maybe we'll see. We don't want to ruin the fun. We're not going to kill the fun.